I just do not like the phrase. I think it's obsolete. The phrase better than sex. I just don't like it.
What would you use in its place?
It's I just think like better. Like, what is the best thing in the world to you? Like, what is the best? Because I'll tell you what. I think sex is a chore. I think the ending of it is euphoric.
Yeah.
But a lot of times the build up to it can be a hassle.
Okay.
You know, and I enjoy doing it. I very much enjoy doing it with my wife. But there are better things.
Okay.
Like, you know what? Like a night away from the kids in a spa hotel where you don't even have to have sex, where you could just have like a nice dinner and chat. You know, like having 10 minutes by yourself without the kids needing you, better than sex.
Well, the term itself, I think it's used just because it's so kind of, I don't know, that's everybody's go-to, if you know what I mean.
I also hate when people are like, oh, that's unbelievable. I mean, it isn't. You know, like, it's not.
I can comprehend this.
Yeah, it's totally.
I can
like,
do that.
That's what I'm eating a lasagna from Marks and Spencer's. You put in the mic. Oh, it's unbelievable. No, it's very believable. You hadn't bought it.
I think the problem you have with people is their lack of vocabulary.
Yeah, you know what? It winds me up.
Yeah.
It really winds me up. Really. So I did a thing. It's a haircut every time. You know what I mean? It just fucking pisses me off.
Yeah.
Went on an adventure. No, you had coffee and a fucking toasty. You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah. Yeah,
People
I'd be lost
just-
without him. No, you wouldn't. You'd be in a much better financial state.
Exactly. You know, oh my God, my wee babe. And you look at it and go, no, it's a gremlin. You know what I mean? This is not.
Yeah, it's just someone that looks like me.
Oh, this is my fur baby. I that no, it's not fur
Yeah,
baby.
the fur baby kind of.
No, unless you have a Peruvian wolf child, in which case. Yeah, but no, I just think that's what it is. It winds me up. And you know what? Sex can be an enjoyable experience. It is like, and I tell you, whenever I'm lucky enough to have that honour, it is a fun experience. But there are better things.
Hey.
Do you know what I mean?
In my opinion, let 1,000 blossoms bloom. That's what we call back for you guys there.
Don't.
You like
that is very, very niche.
Don't say that.
Yeah. Now you fucking say that. What crocodiles are? Imagine. No, I was going to say. Imagine if they could train crocodiles to sniff out homosexuals, and then you could just go for it. Oh, welcome to the. Are we recorded?
We're recording.
Oh my God! Welcome to the podcast, Jordan Robinson. We're here.
Hello.
Is there any more confetti up there
Oh,
somewhere?
oh yeah, no, I see
Yeah.
it.
We have another cannon.
No, no. I had to bring a specialist Hoover in to do that. Oh, I nearly made a sexist comment there, and I can't be misogynistic anymore.
I'm the sly guy.
You know what? You know another thing that annoys me. Just while we're on this, I think sometimes when you're a comedian, right, you should be allowed to say something and people not go, "Oh, he 100% means that."
Oh yeah.
Do you know? Because I'll say something this, but you shouldn't be watching this to get your advice.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be watching this to be like, "Oh, Dave, you know, no, I'm a stupid guy. I
Although-
like to have fun times."
I've had it sometimes where I found out the political leanings of some of my favourite sports stars, and I'm like, that's kind of ruined it for me now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like politics is a weird one. I just don't care.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
when you find out like people like DiCanio are
Yeah.
like out and out, like admittedly, and this isn't just calling someone a Nazi because you don't believe with them or you don't agree with them. He has come out and said he's a fascist.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to get behind that, especially for a fan of a working class club like West Ham.
Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult
See,
to.
like I'm not fascist. Like I do try to make efforts whenever.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like, the
I was gonna
trends,
say,
but,
you're looking great.
You know, it is autumn, so I went for more of a sort of autumnal look here. But I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a fascist at all. But it was London Fascist Week recently, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, the collection by Tommy Robinson was good.
Yeah, Tommy Robinson's a weird guy, isn't he?
Yeah, so he has the most. So his real name is was it Stephen Yaxley Lennon?
Yeah, Stephen Yaxley Lennon.
But if you want, if you want to be a right wing politician, don't have the surname Lennon.
No.
That's
that's fair. But also-
that's my main gripe with the whole
Yeah.
thing.
But you know what I think? I think like automatically you lose points if you're marching with Katie Hopkins. I'm sorry. I mean, like if you
go
she's
down.
part of your cause. Nah,
Yeah.
boring. And I mean, even if Farage would be better than her, but yeah, I just think I don't know. Like, what's wrong with love? Hey,
Yeah.
is it too much? And this is another thing. Genuinely, why can't we get to a point where we just have a disagreement of opinions? Why is it if someone has a different opinion, people so annoyed about it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
just
you know,
go up.
see politicians like listen, they're all rats.
Yeah.
They're all up to it. You know what I mean? See when they get to the upper ends. They're all into all sorts. Do they think they eat children and drink their blood? No. But I do think, you know what, there's some brown envelopes going about the
Oh
place.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, some brown envelopes.
Yeah.
And that's not, again, people make, excuse me, you saying brown envelopes. So, might be white envelopes, I don't know. I don't know the colour of envelopes. It doesn't matter to me because I don't see colour. Because I'm into fashion. And it's just sometimes I'm like, people need to just get into the point where we just have disagreements. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what, see if somebody is like really socialist and all, like if you're talking about like communism,
Yeah.
this is my logic, right? And when I was taught communism in school, I was like, that's stupid, and I'll tell you why. Because I like to do a bit of work, but see if somebody told me that I would get paid as much to not work as I would to work, I wouldn't work. And I was like, oh, that's stupid, you know what I mean? And then I would guarantee everyone else would be like, well, I'm not working then. You know, it's stupidity. But yet on the other side, you know, I think if I was in a meeting with the lads in the SS and they were like, right, what we're going to do is we're going to amplify this killing machine, right? We're going to, I'd be like, excuse me, I'd be like, I think boundaries have been crossed here. I think it's gone too far.
Yeah, I curtail the boys. Just go like,
I think like the
knock on the head.
The complete and utter like business approach to this.
Yeah.
Like we're expanding. It's not a brand. You know, you're not Gary V. You know, you're not going to like what we're going to do. We're going to increase the brand exposure here by just we can pop,
going into Poland.
Yeah, let's go in. Let's do it. You know, I think it's
expanding
wild.
our Polish market.
Yeah. Do you know what? See if somebody has a different political. But you know what? I could have friends in Sinn Féin. I could have friends. I could. I have had in the past. I could have friends in the DUP. Still do. Family members. You know, it's. But I mean, I think you shouldn't judge on that. Now, if people are a dickhead, yeah, then go, you're a dickhead.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think that person should like stick a knife in my head because I say you're a dickhead. You know, like, so everyone needs to calm down. What about you know what about that? I'll be like, I'll be full Steve Aiken, guys. Calm down. Everyone, calm down. That's it. And even that was patronising.
Yeah.
And that's an annoying thing. See, when I watched it, I thought that like Nuala McAllister should be able to go, shut up. Like, don't do that to me. You know what I would have done if I was her? Yeah, you want
Full
to disrespect me? That suck it, Aiken.
Full
You know what I mean?
DS.
Yeah, or I even go like, give it a wee, you know, throw those ones out. You know?
What was
I
your
say
favourite?
it.
Mine was always the Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
That was my favourite way to flip someone off.
Yeah, I like to blow it up. Because you know it's coming. And then you have to stare someone in the eye and go, you know what? And then I also like the classic, I've got something for you, and then give them the finger. And what made that even sicker was when you were visiting your granny in the old folks' home. You're like, she's like, what are you going to get me? A cinnamon lozenge? Nah, suck on that, granny. You know what I mean?
I remember I got in a lot of trouble once in school because there's we were coming home. Did you guys have to like leave school to go to swimming or games or something like that, and you got the bus back?
Yeah.
Bus?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, chauffeur.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What's a bus? Wow.
Well, I was egged on. It wasn't my idea, but there was like an old lady behind one of the cars. I know, like everybody just like stuck the finger up to her. But then she went full Fast and the Furious, overtook the bus, slammed the brakes on, got out, and went up to the bus driver and was like, like fair enough, told the teacher and the bus driver what we did. And we all got like fucking quite a lot of shit.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. So it was a school bus?
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
so-
no, but it wasn't like a branded school bus.
Oh no, Gary V and the boys would be against that. Like, you know, they'd be like, no, it's got to have the branding on it. But if it was just a straight up bus, is what I mean. If there was no teachers on it,
No,
like,
there
what's-
were
like,
teachers.
what would a
on
bus
it.
driver do? Be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah, you just.
yeah. I'd be like, yeah, fucking anyone. Do they give you the finger? You stupid dick. Yeah, fuck away off.
And like back then, like we were, like looking back on it, we were like, she was so old, but in reality, she was probably like 40 years old or something
Right,
like
okay,
that.
that's good because I was going to say you probably won if she is really old now. There's
Yeah.
a high chance she might be dead.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if
very
you could
true.
find out where she's buried,
Patreon special.
That'd be the ultimate mug off, wouldn't it? In fact, man, dig her up and just set her on. Oh, I'm sorry, I've lost control of myself. I don't know what this is.
Oh, this is a fun
Welcome
episode.
to the podcast.
Yeah,
But
it's-
speaking of which, no, I just got that idea because I've seen the trailer for the new Netflix Monsters
Oh, it looks good.
show. Ed Gein.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh, the
exciting.
Geiny
Do you
baby.
guys know about the Gangster?
No.
No.
Is he the one that ripped people's faces off? No.
No, I think it was more like a fashion choice. I think it was, yeah.
I don't think he ripped. Ripped's
No.
the wrong verb
Yeah.
there.
I think So I think the story now. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I probably won't be too wrong. But in Plainfields, Wisconsin, is where Ed Gein was living. Would this have been in just after the war, sort of the 50s? He lived. Ed Gein is basically the inspiration behind a load of well-known horror films like Psycho, Silence of the Lambs, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all inspired by him. Basically, now what he did in terms of serial killers, his numbers aren't
Pretty low.
Aren't high. I think he killed 2 people, potentially 3, because his brother died in a bit of a
mysterious circumstances.
Like he died in a fire with no burns, and his head was caved in. But I mean, that can happen due to fumes, I guess.
Yeah.
And so he lived with his mum, but he's really into his mum. But his mum was like properly like would beat him. Like she was really really religious, wasn't she? Like almost brethren, like, and would have beaten him down and been like. And she was German actually, in fact, as well. So yeah, so she was pretty tough. Those post-war Germans, those guys were renowned for being...
she was 0-2 at that point. She wanted to win.
She needed to get a win, and she beat down on Ed. So he just really, really loved it too soon. And then she died. Not long after the dad died, I think. But like...
Oh no, I think the dad died in the war, was it not?
Well, I don't know. We're splitting hairs.
Could be. Yeah, we are.
Jesus Christ.
Apologies.
And so she died. And then he just was really like upset that his mum died, but like didn't touch like her half of the house and all, and left her there. And like I think she was buried, but then because he missed his mum, like obviously you'd be sad if you were in that situation, of course. But what he did was then he's like, you know what, I'm going to try to like just like dig up women who look a bit like my mum and like make a suit out of their skin to look like my mum. You know, the standard grief response, you know.
Yeah, we've all done it.
But like he had done that for a bit with been digging up bodies of like, and he'd always like looked in the paper to see if like people who sort of similar build and like who fit than his mum, and it was all very weird. And then I think eventually he said that the bodies were a bit stinking, and he just decided he would just kill people then instead, that to keep them fresher. And what he would do, he would like make things out of their body. So like he made like lampshades, and he made like pillowcases, and like he had a drawstring for curtains which had a pair of human lips on them.
Yeah, a belt of nipples.
And a belt of nipples, you know. I mean, which is something.
Talk
I'm sure
about fashion,
that's a look. That'd be pretty good London Fashion Week, you know, a belt of nipples. And then like he made like masks out of faces and stuff, and like put them on, and instead of being like just dressing as his mother, he would like put on like skin and all, and he had gloves. Now the gloves look
they look pretty good.
Like he was, say what you want about Ed Gein, but see when he's with an overlocker, he can use a sewing machine. Like that man is gifted. Like see, if you took him away and gave him different raw materials to human flesh, he could have been in a Gucci. He could have been in Armani.
It's the exact same with Jeffrey Dahmer. If he wasn't like a cannibal, he would have been like a scientist, kind of discovering new things, like how long a person could live with a hole in their head with boiling water.
Well, I'm going to say the difference there being Gein was actually good at the craft. Dahmer's a shit scientist.
No. He might be a good one because, like, it depends if he's trying to achieve anything with the experiments or if he's doing the experiments to find out.
Ejaculation. That's what he was trying to achieve.
Very true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which again, the best part of sex. You know, not a call back. But that was what he was doing. But yeah, so Gein made all this stuff, and then of course, so what happened? There was a woman who was shot who owned a hardware store, and like she disappeared. People couldn't find her, and then like everyone's like, yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. Gein. And like, why is he a weirdo? I'm like, oh, because and I think it was just because he was deformed. He had like a wee bit of skin over his eye, and he's, you know, like that Forrest Whitaker thing. You know, he had a wee dose of that, and then yeah, he's a fucking weirdo. And then when they went to look for the body, they found her in a shed, like upside down and gutted, like a
deer carcass
in hunting season. And then they went and looked around the house to be like, why does that lampshade have a nipple on it? And then they found other stuff.
It's a dimmer switch.
Yeah. Jesus, so gross. And then of course his prized possession, which, I mean, tune into Patreon to see what this is. A box of 7 vulvas.
My gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is why I've got the hunting jacket on. I mean, no, I should make a joke about that in the world that we live in. It's not funny.
Yeah.
And I do, like, and I'm dressed like this. I do look like anyone, like, in a stereotypical film at a truck stop, this guy would be the killer. Like, yeah, so
100%.
Yeah, Ed Gein is a fascinating character. So then he just went to the mental institution for the rest of his days.
Yeah.
And apparently pretty decent artist.
Yeah, and apparently he loved it in there as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Unbelievable fashion. Yeah. So that's coming out. And he's played by Charlie Hunnam, which I
have
can't
a
get.
slight issue with that.
Why's that?
Way too attractive to be Ed Gein. Way too attractive. I know it's acting. I do have that suspension of disbelief, but also...
I nearly said Sex McGean there, but it doesn't really work.
October 3rd.
of October, yeah.
Is this the season of the first season was Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yes, first one was Dahmer.
There's been a couple of them.
Second one was the Menendez brothers,
brothers,
which was also a great series.
Fantastic.
And brought the music of Milli Vanilli back to the masses, so that's a great achievement anyway. And then this one's Gein. I wonder what music will be brought back here. Maybe Tiny Tim.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, tiptoe by the window. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Nice.
But yeah, Gein's creepy, and I think everyone who's any interest in like true crime or anything would be like,
That was the first story I ever learnt about.
in school.
No.
Any wonder you're flipping off old women if that's the first thing. P1. Yeah. Listen, now the other class are playing with Legos and plasticine. What we're going to do is make a mask out of your granny's face. What do you think about that? Yeah, and what was your thought when you heard that? You were like,
oh, this is cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean...
It's very morbid child.
But apparently the faces came off pretty intact. So it was just... And his daddy was a tanner. You know what tanner is? Someone that like makes
leather and all.
On the bed.
His dad...
What paramilitary was he in?
Dad owned a sunbed shop in Plainfields, yeah. Be a lot of fun, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Sunshine on Gein? No, I don't know.
No, it works.
Work. Yeah, it works, yeah. Oh, no, sunscreen. Sun Gein, boom.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Yeah, so, yeah, basically a bit of a freaky guy. I think surely there must have been a part of it when he was, like, digging up. He's like, nah, too far.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, that's excessive.
No, I think he had that break from reality where it was just like, oh yeah, this is clearly the thing that I should be doing right now.
Like, have you ever got angry before and caught yourself being angry and then going, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, but it was over the littlest thing. It's somebody messaged me in a group chat going like, what exactly don't you understand? And I was just like, I am going to kill people. I mean, and it might, because there's no context in text. Yeah. I always think the worst. So I'm like, okay, this person thinks I'm a dipshit or something like that.
I don't know. How did you catch yourself being angry?
By envisioning me killing that person.
Oh, well, okay. Because what I mean literally. Because what happened once, my mum invited me to her house. She said, "Oh, it's from dinner. You can stick it. It's in the mic. I'll put it in the microwave for you." I was really hungry, and I was like making my way to her house, being like, "I'm so hungry." I got to the house and she just didn't make me any dinner.
So she gaslit you?
Yeah, didn't. And then she was like a way out. She just wanted me to let her dog out and had lured me with the promise of dinner. And then there was no dinner. And I was like so hungry that I just started to cry. And then like I remember at one point I was just like walking out of the kitchen and for some reason I just went Rah! But I saw my reflection in the microwave. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
You just going Super Saiyan there.
And then like at that moment where I had to just come back to normality again with beads of sweat on my head, being like, I'm a loser. I go to the shop, like I think I was like 22 or something at the time, I was a full adult. What are you doing? And Mummy didn't make me lasagna. Whoa! I'm like, yeah. And then there's only other time I've had real realization of what was happening to me was being sick on a stag do. I was boking into the sink while someone was boking in the toilet and someone was boking into the top of the toilet, they'd taken the lid off, and someone was boking into the shower and then someone was just boking on the floor of this wet room bathroom in Amsterdam, and I was boking in the sink, so I got prime real estate to boke. And as I was boking, it was so hot and steamy in there, the boke was going to sink, and I just looked up into the mirror and saw my face, tears running down my face, the reddest eyes, and just went I must have looked maniacal, and then went back to boking again. It was just a real weird
Amsterdam will do that to you.
Yeah, Amsterdam was fucking great. We had the police called on us in Amsterdam.
Ooh.
Yeah, me and a mate. We were, you know what, I don't think we realise some of the things, like our turn of phrase and our vernacular that we use in Northern Ireland. If you take it to somewhere that take things very literally, like in Holland, it can cause a trouble.
Yeah,
like we were waiting to go get something for the room. We got back to the room early and didn't have a key, and we're like, can we get a key to this room? Me and my mate Maka. And for some reason, he punched me really hard in the ribs. I turned around to him and I went, if you even fucking think about doing that again, I'm going to kill you. And then we went up to the room, and then about 10 minutes later, police were in the door. Hello, someone said you have been threatening to be murdered here. I don't know what that accent was. Let me show you. You are threatening to murder people in here. And then I think the policeman saw how narrow and high the steps were to get to the room and how heavy me and Maka were. He was like, this is no problem. We leave. Don't you have a good day? Don't kill. Thank you.
It's a shock honor.
Yeah, shot. I heard. Listen, if you've got a problem, just smack over the closed first. And if your wife steps in line,
Fantastic Scottish accent there.
oh, thank you. Cheers. I appreciate
I'm
that.
so bad at accents. Like,
Can you? If you were told to do it, I think a bad accent's really hard to beat.
I am brewed sugar free.
That's not bad. You sound like a
so-
wee Glaswegian with a problem. I am pretty sugar free.
It's the only thing I can say.
Can you do Welsh?
Cut my life into pieces.
Why did you go to do Papa Roach?
It's the only thing I can say in a Welsh accent. No, I can say bread of heaven as well.
What's that?
Bread of heaven.
You could, if you just apply that
No, I
exact same
can't. I can't. There's a
intonation,
mental
everything,
block
no?
in my head. I can't do it.
Say, I want some meat.
I want some meat. No, it don't really work, does it?
It's still funny. That was a lot of fun, yes. Guys, if you want more from the podcast, you need to get over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast, where all the bonus content is there. If you're enjoying this episode that you're listening to right now, we are there with this guest, William Thompson, on the Patreon right now for an extra, more explicit Slyer Guy podcast, which is an extra half hour. So, and it's all over there. You've got the extra Sly Guy podcast. You get the occasional dog walks with Davey, vlogs, other stuff, early access to tickets and merch and all that other stuff. Only at patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast. You can get there by following the link in the description of the podcast, but don't tell anyone. Shh. Guys, from the 8th to the 10th of October this year, I'm going to be cycling 300 miles for Action Mental Health to raise awareness as part of my Break the Cycle challenge. And that's to break the cycle of ill mental health, not for me literally to break a bike, which I'm sure I will do anyway, but it's for an amazing cause. It's leading up to World Mental Health Day on the 10th of October, and I'm going to be sacrificing my body and most importantly my bum for a good cause. So if you want to support the rehabilitation of my bum, you can follow the link below and donate to the unbelievable cause that is Action Mental Health.
Well, that add up about
Yeah.
30 seconds of podcast.
There you go. So Jordan, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I noticed you came in with not. I don't think this is Fashion Week.
Okay.
I think it's a crutch. It's
Yes.
not. It's not a cane.
Yeah.
It's not a sweet thing. It's a genuine injury you have.
Not a metaphorical crutch, physical crutch. Yes. I tore my calf muscle.
Your calf muscle.
Yeah.
Now, the calf muscle, for anyone that doesn't know or anyone that isn't an athlete like myself or you guys, you know what calf muscle is?
Oh, yeah, this guy up.
Yeah, you do. The calf muscle. Oh.
Yeah.
What's this one called?
It's other.
Yeah, tibial anterior dirk. Whatever. I don't know why I'm so abusive there, but anyway. So yeah, the calf muscle is the muscle that really only you use if you play sport or football or masturbating.
Yeah.
So were you like pointing your toes, and is that what happened? And then just that must have been so bad when you're getting the climax, and then just your calf muscle rips off the bone. Ah, daddy! No, I don't know what that was.
Just imagine you playing sport.
Yeah. So how did you do it?
I was playing paddle with a couple other comedians.
No, a game, or
Yeah.
you were
No,
like,
I wasn't. I wasn't getting paddled. No, yeah, playing paddle for the first time, and after doing a little bit of research, I found out it's called the old man injury.
oh.
So the actual tear that I got, the tier 2 tear of the interior muscle, I forget what the actual muscle is called.
The tier 2 tear of the interior muscle sounds like the shittest kid's rhyme of all time. The tier 2, and so it's which one is it? Because the calf isn't it made up of two muscles?
Do you want to see it?
Do we want to see it? Do we? Yeah.
Okay.
Show it.
Show it.
It's-
Show it.
It's pretty.
And get your calf out too. Sweet.
So,
Oh my. Okay. I mean.
so you can kind of see.
Got some bruises.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a bruise. Like I mean, I expected it to be black and blue, and I
No,
wanted
no.
to see it like up.
Apparently,
in
it's going to get a lot darker. So.
I'm going to be totally honest. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
fine.
I'm a
Sorry,
wee bit
okay,
disappointed.
well.
Now,
That's fine.
I cycled for almost 30 miles today. Would you like to see my anus?
Show it.
No, I think, I don't know, but I imagine it's bruised.
I would imagine, was it like a stationary bike thing or was it actual road?
Oh no, it's a road bike. It'd be so shit to try to travel just on a stationary bike. But no, I went down along the Cumber Greenway for the first time today.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like the Cumber
So I went
Greenway.
from Cumber down through East Belfast to the Odyssey Arena, and was like, that arena is somewhere I'll never do stand up, and then circle went back to Cumber.
Was it
And
good
that
motivation to get there though?
Yeah, it was. You know what? It was like, because I thought I need to get distance. So I went there and did it. 'Cause do you know I'm doing a challenge? I don't know if I've said this. By the way, it's in the link in the description. I'm doing a challenge on the 8th to the 10th of October, 100 miles a day for Action Mental Health, which is really having a major toll on my mental health. So
I was going to say.
it's worth, the anxiety I'm feeling towards this is horrific. But you know what? It's all about the mind. And I don't know, often say it's all about the mind, but I'm going to bring this back to fashion again because I'm feeling good today. Which famous fashionista uses this phrase? It's all about the confidence.
No idea.
Giorgio Armani. No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Gokwan.
Oh, okay. I could have got that with a little bit of...
Yeah, you're more of a gawk sucker, am I right?
Hey.
Yes. We are back. No, I do have a finger injury, like joking aside.
What?
This finger is
Yeah,
a
it's
bit...
the same kind of bruise there in the
Yeah,
knuckle.
it's a bit sore. You know what happened? I walk past... No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
when you hear
Yeah,
what I would
let's
say
hear it,
next...
let's hear it,
No.
Dave.
I walked past my 5-year-old daughter on her birthday. I went to tickle her under her arm, and she just clamped down and twisted. And I was like, I think you've broken my finger. And really,
Yeah.
and
Torn
then
tendons.
we went bowling for her birthday yesterday as well, and I won the bowling ball, just made it worse. Yeah. Now,
That'll do
that
it.
being said, guess who won the bowling? Me. You know why? Because children need to learn lessons.
You're the father.
Like this is fucking life is not all fucking rainbows and I mean as much as people would love it to be nowadays, but this is not all fucking sugar and spice and all things nice. The world is real, and I shouldn't say that because cut that out.
See if you leave my joke in, but take that out. I'm going to be so annoyed.
Sorry, we had to do a bit of cutting there. Jordan needed a joke cut out. I needed a joke cut out. Make sure you write that down at the timing because both of them need to come out. See, in the last episode, we just fully forgot that we end up Googling for 12 minutes. Look, something. I just left it in. And someone's like, man, take out all the chat about kids' TV. But anyway, the bowling, I beat her, taught her a lesson. And yeah, that was it. And see, the day before, now she'll probably be like, because she's 5, oh, I was sick, Daddy, I was off school sick. Yeah, we had a movie day. It was nice, just me and her.
Very nice.
Watched movies all day. It was lovely.
What movie?
Terminator 1, 2 and 3.
Nice.
Yeah. You know why? Because she needs to learn a lesson about what the future holds. It's all AI and it's all machines. Do you know what? We aren't real. I am dead. I died 3 weeks ago, and the young boys have technology to make me look so authentic and realistic. They've made a new Dave. They dug me up, and they did not a Jeffrey Dahmer, and they had Gein, and they've just got somebody in my body just moving about the place. No, my arms are too long. It's, yeah. That's it. So yeah, the
That's
injuries.
good times.
What's the recovery time? Do you reckon you'll ever be able to masturbate again?
3 to 4 weeks. So,
Jordan,
you're
I'm
too
sorry.
tired, Dave.
That's the shittest injury I've ever seen
Well,
in my life. 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
I wanted you to be like, do you remember you had your heart worked on?
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good injury.
Yeah, but I can't do
That's-
that every week.
Yeah, that was a good. How long were you on the shelf for that?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
No, but you couldn't. You couldn't do chest press.
Oh, well, I still can't do a chest press 5 years on. No, because I went in, did the heart surgery. 2 weeks later, I went out and I did Vittorio's garden gigs during lockdown. And then went back home, fell down the stairs, re-broke my sternum, and ended up in hospital for another 2 months after that. So it was more about the sternum healing.
Can I ask, was the falling down the stairs due to the heart surgery, or is the falling down the stairs just due to being an idiot?
Idiot, 100%. 100% idiot.
Because the other day I thought about jumping down the stairs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what these are. If any listeners have this, if the young boys have this like overwhelming urge to sometimes do silly things.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what would be fun if I just put my hands beside and dove down the stairs, and then I'd be like, I would really be sore, and I didn't do it. You know, but I just thought I have the capacity to do that if I wish.
Yeah, because I always think when something like that crosses your mind, I'm like, how many times do they snap the ball in American football and they do the play and everybody's fine? I could, hypothetically go through some brain trauma and be absolutely fine.
Yeah. Would you like to be in there? I mean, I think that would definitely make for a Hallmark movie if you now, with that calf, with your heart surgery, made it to the NFL. I think you could go to BBC and I with a pitch and be like, I want to... How old are you now?
32.
32? Probably too old for the NFL now to start. What position would you be? Now, bear in mind, I know nothing about the NFL other than that sweet guy
Probably
that ran
be
away in the car
a
in the
tight
Bronco.
end, but then I might also play American football after.
Yeah.
No, probably a centre, someone that doesn't need to lose weight. Like, if anything, I would need to put weight on for the role of centre.
Would you be allowed to crutch on the field?
No, probably not. But I would use other people as a crutch.
Okay.
Like, we would all be like one solid unit, and that's how we all become friends.
Like a Bring It On style dance approach?
I've never seen Bring It On, but I assume so.
Please clip that. Just that moment. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's something. If you believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah, I'd much rather play basketball because American football to me, I like playing it in video games.
Yeah.
But no, basketball. I think that was my true calling, and I've missed it. I missed the boat.
I also think you're maybe 2 foot short.
Oh yeah, well,
For that.
no, I'm 2 foot short, or I'm 2 foot too short.
2 foot 2 short.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Sorry,
you're
2 foot 2
grossly
short.
misunderestimating my height here.
I wasn't talking about your height. Thank you. I'm a knuckle.
No, I think like back when I was like 14, if somebody gave me some steroids, I would be in the NBA right now.
Yeah. I'm
100%.
melatonin as well. Right. Yeah. I think if I were to be any sport, I would like to. My dream was always to be a wrestler.
Oh yeah,
professional
I can
wrestler.
still say it.
Too old now.
Say that.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Ric Flair's still doing it.
Nope.
Well, he
Flair.
was.
Sean Cena is 40.
Yeah, he's
something
50.
or 50.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door of 50.
But he's on his retirement tour now, so he's retiring. But
12, 11,
but then you can't get in. Then you're this old, you know.
Well, do the indies. Like, how old's CM Punk?
CM Punk must be close to 50.
Old
He's
Phil
maybe
Brooks.
48
Did
or
I ever
something.
tell you I met Phil Brooks?
No, where'd you meet him?
Chicago.
You didn't touch him, did you?
No.
He's really raging if people touch him and all. Like,
No.
Don't touch me in public. It's so it interferes with my privacy. I'm like,
No.
yeah, no.
Logan Paul
What do I think of Logan Paul?
As a wrestler.
Logan Paul's great.
Yeah.
Logan Paul's everything he touches turns to gold. Apart from forests.
Oh. What do they turn into?
Death. But then it was the thing that people don't make enough about is that Toy Story fucking alien hat on.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
that's
the thing
most
that annoyed me,
disrespectful. Like,
yeah.
And he had that annoying hair, you know, it was like, and he's like, oh my God, someone's dead. And you're like, let's just, you know.
Would you go to the forest in Japan if you were there on like holiday?
No, because I'd be all spooked. I would
No, I would 100% go.
I'd be sad though if I see
Oh,
like
it'd be
someone.
very sad,
I'd be
but-
like, oh, why did you do that?
Yeah.
I'd be like, what brought you to this point?
Okay, yeah, that's actually fair enough. I
Yeah.
didn't think of it
Yeah.
like that.
You know, made me sad.
Yeah.
You know,
That's fair.
Wouldn't like that, but I do like Logan Paul as a wrestler. I do actually think he's probably all right of a guy too. Like, a lot of people hate him.
Nah, I don't think I'd get on with him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, one person, like, I hate his music, but I think I would get on great with.
Ed Sheeran.
100%. How did you know that?
I agree.
Have I
because
talked about
he's-
this on the
no,
podcast before?
I think very strongly about that. I'm like, you know what? You know why people be like, if they dislike somebody or dislike someone's music, oh, I hate them. I can't hate Ed Sheeran. I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? His music's not to my taste. Some of his songs, lovely. Some of
Yeah.
them, like that one, blink, 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 makes me want to
They
jump
all sound
down
like
the
that to me.
stairs. You know, makes me want to jump down the stairs, my hands by the side. But you know what I would love to do? I would like to just sit and have a beer with him.
Yeah.
I think he'd be great crack. I think Ed Sheeran is a top guy.
I guarantee you he'd be the guy that if you go out in like a smoking area, he'd have a lighter, but also a bit of chat for you as well.
But then it wouldn't be wick if he wasn't signed, and you imagine he was, and instead of having a lighter and a cigarette, he had his wee guitar and he just started playing tunes. You'd be like,
Yeah.
no way, Ed, I don't want you. You don't need. I know you're successful. And people love you. You know, but I just want to have a margarita
Yeah.
with Ed Sheeran. But I think he is. Is there any other people out there? You're like I don't like what they do, but I reckon they're sound. Be careful what you say here.
Yeah. Yeah, you know exactly where I was
Yeah,
going.
how do you?
No. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, was an Australian painter or a South Australian painter? You're talking?
Are you talking about Rolf Harris or Adolf Hitler?
Yes. I mean, both not sweet guys. Yeah, like prolific issues with both of them. But I don't know. There's other people like I don't think there's anybody that strikes me as being more sound than Ed Sheeran, whose music I'd be like, I'll just pass on that.
Well, Lewis Capaldi, maybe.
But you know, I like.
Liz Capaldi?
Yeah, I like him. Is he good? Was he sound?
Really sound?
But you know what? His music I find is nice to listen to, but it's too miserable.
I
to
be fair, I
that's
never
a
really.
nice music, and he's a good singer. Where sometimes Ed Sheeran, I'm like, what? Why are you doing all this different type music?
Liz's personality is like a complete.
I like the way you call him Lewis, like your best mates now.
it's a complete opposite of his music. Like his personality and his music don't add up. You know what I mean?
Well, is that because he is putting on a mask? because and his music is a true reflection of how he's feeling. You know, broke my heart seeing him on Glastonbury.
Yeah, he couldn't sing or something like that, wasn't
No,
it?
I meant when he came back. It's like, why is he back? I said, no, yeah, it was when he couldn't sing. I was like, you know what? I just wished I was his wee mummy. And I was like, come on, Lewis, come here and give us a hug. If I was, I'd be like, come on. I know you don't know who I am and why am I getting on stage. I'd just go into like dad mode. Be like, come here.
Why you put me in this van?
Yeah, be back to the van. Come on, with my other young boys that I keep. Come on, Lewis. Yeah.
Welcome to the incorporation.
Yeah, but you know what? I think real people. I think Ed Sheeran strikes me as like a real person. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many people that are like, they just want fame, or whatever it is, and they're mental and focused on that. Whereas I think like Lewis Capaldi, Ed Sheeran seem like normal guys who just are really talented at what they do.
Yeah, and he's a dad now too, so you guys have something to talk about.
Ed?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
I mean, we have other things to talk about too, like fashion.
Well, he's an Ipswich fan.
Football, yeah.
Big Ipswich. And he sponsors the team as well.
Well, he doesn't anymore.
Well,
They
he
got
used to at
relegated.
least, yeah.
Yeah, good one. Ed.
Losers.
Yeah, dork. Like, I mean, I'd love to sponsor Arsenal. Imagine that. Slag Eye podcast.
That would be good.
Arsenal.
Why? That fucking do a Northern Irish team. That would be class.
Well, let's
It'll be
look
like
into
the
it,
Fontaines
see what it
DC
is.
or Oasis for Bows, like.
Yeah, because I've got the exact same.
Exactly.
leaving
This is what
shoes,
I'm saying, Dave.
Yeah.
Does
Go for
Ed
it.
consider himself Irish?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's culturally Irish,
Yeah.
which Irish is the only nationality where you can do that and get away with it.
Yeah.
You can't go, I'm culturally Swahili and
Yeah.
get away with it, like.
Yeah. I'm culturally Turkish. Yeah, I'd go
Oh no,
for that.
okay, sorry.
Yeah.
With you specifically,
Yeah.
it's the only case where that's okay.
Turkish, Greek, I could be Armenian, I could be any of those guys. Yeah. But yeah, it's culture. Fair play. Like, a lot of people like Ireland and like the culture, and it's a fun place to be a part of. So.
I suppose.
You know, and we're one of the very few people that can just choose to be whatever side we want.
I know, it's class.
You know, and I
Well,
love
no,
it.
can people from
No, boring.
Czechoslovakia, not the who were born in Czechoslovakia, can they pick to be Slovakian or Czech or?
Oh, how boring is that?
Yeah.
No.
We get two passports.
You know,
We get
Prague is
flip.
cool.
Yeah, Prague,
Prague is cool.
is a good time. You went to Prague
Yeah.
recently, didn't you?
2 years ago.
That's not recent enough. I've been more recent than that, which sucks.
I've been to Switzerland recently. It was good.
What for?
Ice hockey.
That's okay. just to get
Yeah.
just to get a brochure. Yeah. Just if this old calf doesn't heal up.
Left my mum there.
Yeah. Mummy. Yeah, Toblerone sick. Come on, let's have a look.
The price of Toblerones and everything in Switzerland is pretty expensive.
Can I just say,
Yes.
Toblerone? Let's put it on the table here. Toblerone is overrated.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Discuss.
Yeah, don't like it.
People are like, you got to get Toblerone in the airport. No. You know what you need to get at the airport? A flight.
Yeah.
That's-
Or Witherspoons. I love an airport that has Witherspoons in it.
Classy. But yeah, I think Toblerone. Like, what are other things you can think of that are overrated? That people are like, oh, it's so good. I'll tell you another one. Aperol Spritz. Sorry,
I've never tried
they
it. But
look so like. Oh, I remember once I was in. This is going to sound so bougie, but I swear it's not because I brought my own sandwiches. But we were in Monte Carlo, right? And we were just like, you know what? It's so warm out here. Like, it was one of the funniest moments ever because me and Catherine were like down at the docks in Monte Carlo watching all these like beautiful multi-millionaire yachts and stuff. I was sitting there looking like Onslow from Keeping Up Appearances in a vest and a pair of shorts, eating a ham bap, going, by fuck, it's roasting here. You know? I never felt more out of place in my life. And I'm like, you know what we need to do? We need to go to a bar and get a drink. So we went in this nice bar and I was like, you know what, Monte Carlo, let's have an Aperol Spritz. Let's an Aperol Spritz. And I thought this is going to be delicious, this Aperol Spritz. Very, very bitter. I was like, ugh. And it made me bitter. How bitter was I? I wanted this to be the most delicious drink ever. And I think sometimes people will drink it and be like, it's so nice because it looks amazing. And actually they're like, you know, I'd rather just have like a Coke.
oh yeah, 100%.
You know.
Well, for someone who hasn't drank in 5 years, that's exactly what I go for.
Yeah.
Aperol Spritz gives the vibe of like a really sweet, nice cocktail because of all the neon lights and all they have everywhere. But then it just tastes like wine.
Yeah, it's not, you know, it doesn't look, it's like that thing, you know, on Bake Off, they go, what we're doing is we're making brownies look like burgers, and your brain goes, burger, that's a burger, or is this cake, or I'm like, why does this burger taste like that? And when you look at Aperol Spritz, you're like, this should be so delicious, and you taste it, you're like, you turn De Niro,
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
stinking, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff, and like, there are things I think a lot of people do stuff for the look. I think I like the aesthetic of stuff. People are like, I'm drinking that Brussels sprouts. Look at me, I'm fucking Samantha.
Yeah. Guinness as well. Guinness is another thing.
Well, Guinness is delicious.
Yeah, Guinness is great, to be fair.
But I think people like when the whole conversation is Guinness, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
And you like think you're a Guinness connoisseur. I remember once I was at the Christmas do last year. I was one of the first ones. I think it was the first one there. Too excited.
Yeah.
And I was in the Empire, and I got a pint of Guinness, and I tasted it, and I don't know what in my mind I was like, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. And I was like, does it have a short line? And I'm like, ugh! Why did you say that? Why? This guy's probably going, no. And like, I don't know anything about Guinness, so it tastes nice. I don't care how long the line is, where the barrel is, where did you know what I mean? As long as it tastes good. And I was like, why have I said that? I'm such a fucking loser.
It's kind of like those people that watch Match of the Day simply for the tactical analysis after the goals. Like, I watch it to see the goals. I don't care about a high line or the fucking false nine. I don't care.
But who's using that in real life?
League 2 footballer for Grimsby Town.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't fucking know.
No, I don't like. There's anything you can think of that people are like all into, and you're like, no, you don't actually really like that much. That's just all hype. Autumn's another one. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm a big fan of autumnal.
Go to America and live then.
I would.
Go there, because you know why? They don't have mulchy leaves, soft, wet, stinking leaves. They have beautiful crisp. Nice, but here it's just shit. The only thing.
Distance running.
Yeah,
yes,
that's not
ultra
fun.
marathons. Yeah,
like that's sore.
When you're doing it, it's the worst time of your life. You do get that high afterwards, but when you're on the runs, the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh, I can imagine, like even running a leg of a marathon, I'm like, it's too much, and then when you're done, you're like, thank fuck for that. And that, I think that's a lot of things. Like cold showers, people are like, it's amazing. No, it's amazing when it's done, because you know what I mean. I think there's a lot of that.
Yeah,
you got to try this. You got no fucking hell. Anything you can think of that people just that are overrated in the world?
I think the coffee culture.
Yeah, I'm not a big coffee guy. Like,
you know what? I like a coffee, but this is going to really wind people up. I have an instant coffee that I have. It's like a, I think it's a Nescafe, but it's like the barista one, and it's very small. It's like a brown variation and a black variation, which is just the two differences in strength. So black's very strong. One spoonful of that, I'll have that black and be like, I love it. And then sometimes if I have an Americano in a place, I'll be like, I should just stay home and have my nice coffee that I preferred. And probably people in like coffee heads are going, seeing your whole personality is coffee, you're a loser. And I'm sorry if that's like, say if you're like, if you go into someone's house and it's like fucking Dexter's laboratory and all you're doing is having an espresso, you need to sort out your life.
Can we clip this and I want to send it to someone?
Yeah,
specifically.
You can clip that. Like people, like here's the thing, you have a Nescafe Gold Blend. It's not delicious, but coffee, not like fucking measure and all this shit out, putting the filters in. This is a ceramic drip machine. You're like, no, you know what you are? Somebody that wasn't loved as a child. That's what your problem is. I know people that are like into, like, I like a nice wine, again, if it tastes nice, but the amount of people that are all like, oh no, this is from here and this is from, but you know too much about that. It tastes good, you know what I mean? See if somebody was like nearly ejaculating over a bottle of wine, you know what I'd be intended to do? I would be inclined to just neck it out of badness and be like, hey, sorry, gone.
So like a really nice whiskey, would you put Coke in it then? Just to
because that's another
thing.
Bit
of a fucky, like.
That's another one. Whiskies.
Oh no, I kind of come from that background of
being a wanker.
Yeah, yeah, very much so.
But though, see when people are like anything, this is like, I tell you, right? We were in it was Krakow, right? We were in Krakow. We were in a bar, which is a secret bar, called William Rabbit, which I'd recommend going. It's all very
old Billy Rabbits, huh?
Billy Rabbits, yeah. Billy Rabbit sounds like Billy Rabbit sounds like somewhere like a Donegal Pass or something. One time, Billy Rabbits, and
Billy Rabbits actually sounds better than Billy Rabbits.
But William, the whole theme was like Alice in Wonderland. So to get to it, you go to this like block of flats, and Catherine was like, it's a secret bar. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure you've just brought me to the ghetto, really. And then you knock a door, and this like bizarre guy, it looked like Mick Hucknall. I don't think he was specific for that role. I think it was maybe just the guy who was on the shift. Lured us in. I was like, come on, you had to go through a wee rabbit hole and up this thing. It was very, very cool. And in this bar, and like we were they got these nice cocktails. I say nice cocktails. I had a nice whiskey one. It was very strong, but it was tasty. But like the guy comes out and he's like, you can choose your whiskey and you can choose what it goes with, and you're pairing it. And I was just like, whatever tastes good, mate. And there was a guy in the corner, and like he was being so I found creepy with his whiskey. He had it, and he was like, if you could imagine somebody gorging with their nostrils, like he for a start, he looked like Figo. He had that hair. He was wearing like a leather jacket. He was sitting there, and he had this whiskey in his hand, and he was like looking at it. And we were like watching side eyes, going to Catherine, like, what's this guy doing? He was like, and then he was going like, and I was like, why is he? Well, and he wouldn't stop.
Great physicality there.
And he was really
Just
like,
great acting.
and I was going, why is he doing this? And then he was like, took a wee sip. And it's like he was, and then his girlfriend was with him, like going, I've seen this freak do this a million times. Like she wasn't fazed by it at all. But at this point, I was like, what? And then the urge to just go over and go naked there, go done. But that was probably like €600 or something for that one
probably.
thing. But yeah, I
Spinny.
was really pissed off because I went in there, the big square cube of ice. I
Oh,
lifted
yeah,
it
yeah.
out. It's like, oh, it's a fucking shot.
Yeah.
You bastard. You know, just give me
how
an
they get you.
original Mackenzie's, the original Scotch whiskey. The first thing I ever got drunk on, Mackenzie's whiskey. Just give me that. I'll do me. Booked for 3 days afterwards. Awful.
I remember the first thing I got drunk on. It's probably Budweiser, probably a beer.
Budweiser is the cannabis of the beer world, isn't it? Like it's
Everybody's at least tried it,
The
yeah.
gateway drug is Budweiser. Like first bottle of Bud, yeah, you can get that on board. But yeah, I think a lot of people are full of shit. That's my opinion. The people are a load of shit. Yeah, coffee's nice, Guinness is nice, but it's not like life affirming nice.
Yeah.
You know, I like Trey Bakes. I'm a lady who lunches. No, you eat to stay alive. That's kind of what you do. Shut up. Anyway, Jordan.
Do you feel better after that?
I do feel better
Good.
after that. How
Good.
long have we been talking for? I feel like I'm grumpy.
45 in. Yeah.
46 seconds.
46 seconds. That all seemed very long. And what's in the bag? Do you
Yeah,
know?
I'm so worried. It's leaking, and no, it's not really.
It is leaking. I'm just going to check if there's any questions. Now, I did a stupid thing. I put a video up on Patreon to ask for questions today because I don't know if I said, but I was cycling. And that's my whole personality. And that's another thing. I go on a bike for charity. I'm not a cyclist. That's not my whole personality. I play golf. Do you? I like golf, but it's not my whole personality. My whole personality is being a miserable bastard. That's my personality. Disliking people because they're positive about anything. That's my personality. I am a miserable man, and I don't care. And I like it. And you know what I like? Silence. Which is exactly what we've got on the podcast questions. But
radio silence on the questions?
we have one sly lemma to finish the pod. Yeah, we might get questions for the Patreon. So
okay.
bounce over there. One sly lemma. You know what a sly lemma is? Do you sometimes listen, don't you?
I am a fan of. I like the clips.
Oh,
So
you like the clips?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do like the clips, Jesus Christ. So this person has asked to remain anonymous.
Okay.
It is a girl, right?
Okay.
But I assume she is female appearing. Maybe I'm ignorant. Sorry if I am. Don't care. I've been meeting up with a guy who I met online for some extracurricular write a word that I can say. Curricular activities.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been meeting up with a guy who I met online for some extracurricular activities for about a month. We have good physical chemistry and acknowledge that it's all it's going to be. We differ in a lot of areas, personality-wise, especially when it comes to politics, and I think banter. So, fair.
Okay.
He would be a very ardent socialist with very Republican views. Now, when you say Republican, do we mean like American
US,
Republican? I imagine that because they're socialist, it would be local Republican.
Yeah.
Very Republican views, and I am, how you say, normal. I mean, different opinions, okay. So, we're lying in bed after some adult fun. I mean, just say sex.
Yeah.
We're lying in bed after some adult fun, and I joke to him that an intimate piercing he has is very much against his political beliefs, given its association with the royal family. That's good banter, to be fair. He took this really thick, and we haven't spoken since. Am I the sly one, or is he just a dickhead?
I think that's great banter.
Yeah,
That is.
Yeah, but can you imagine how annoyed that guy, how much a loser he is to be like? So clearly, what she means is a Prince Albert, I assume, unless
Yeah.
there's any other piercings named after the royal family, like the Queen Elizabeth. It's just in your tent. I don't know. Well, apparently that's why the Prince Albert was done. You know, because Prince Albert had a big walt, and it wasn't very becoming to just be walking about with a schlong when you're a royal. So they got the Prince Albert piercing and just hooked it onto his trousers to keep his Jimmy out of the way.
That does
Yeah.
not seem true.
Apparently so.
Who,
Yeah.
who gave you this information?
King Charles.
Prince Andrew
No,
would have
but
been
look,
funnier to
can
say,
you
but
can you look it up? No, I don't like Prince Andrew. He's a nonce. Apparently, allegedly. So, can you check up the story about the
origin
hookup with
of
the Prince Albert? I mean, there's a
You know the
Marvel
Albert
film we really want to see.
the Albert Bridge and the Albert Clock are named after two different Alberts.
The Albert what?
Albert Bridge and the Albert.
Oh, clock. Okay. So it's
Second point there, I think you're right.
point. The piercing is said to be named after Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria. According to the story, he supposedly wore a ring through his penis to secure it to the inside of his trousers, which at the time were tight-fitting, or to tame the appearance in fashionable clothing. So there you go.
But the royals have never gone through any hardship in their whole entire lives. What makes you think that they're going to get a piercing through one of their genitals to make sure that people don't know that he has a big old cock?
Yeah, but I mean, and he's husband of Queen Victoria. Like, I don't know how she speaks, but Manchester's very loud. Get that cock away, Albert. Your cock's unsightly. It's not very becoming of the royal family. That wall to yours, Albert.
You fucking
Yeah. And he's like, what you want me to do with my cock, Victoria? My cock's too big. What do you want me to do with it? She's like, fucking staple it to your leg or something, you prick. And he's like, oh, but pierce it and fucking tie it to me trousers, you bitch. She's like, oh, that's a good idea. And then that's how it originated. So this dude, right, must be like, fucking, he probably thinks she's done him in, to be fair, technically, if he's done a royal thing.
But just rename, or what was it, Prince Albert?
Yeah.
Yeah, just find out what the translation for it in Irish is and just say you have that.
Yeah, like
But
a...
if Trump came out now and was like, yeah, my cock's so big, we'd be like, well, you're obviously lying.
Yeah. I got the Prince Albert. I stuck it to my leg, I did. But I think, like, what could you rename it if it's like the Connolly ring? Yeah. The Devil Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the something.
Yeah.
Like, so it's not like a ring or anything like that, just the Devil Era, the Connolly, the Pierce.
Came up
the
with
Pierce. Fuck yeah.
The Podry penis piercing. I love it. Yeah.
You're welcome, Sinn
The
Féin.
pierce. Yeah, so basically what we're saying, I mean, those guys would have it on their website.
Oh, 100%.
Straight away.
Yeah.
I need if Jerry Adams advertising it. Yeah. I've got some new penile jewellery here. Yeah. The Podry penis piercing. Yeah. And then... or in Irish, the Podrick penis piercing and ish. Yeah, you would have the works all done. So it'd be impressive to see.
It's new, August stylish.
Yeah, this is August stylish. And penis piercing, yeah. I don't know why I'm like doing German as well. This podcast has gone on too long. But I think, yes, that she should go back. You know what? Here's what I say. Don't talk to him again. He seems like an arsehole.
Yeah.
If you can't take banter about it, like, here's the thing. See if you have a cock ring, you should be able to take banter about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because it's a weird thing to do, really. You know what I mean? And I've never seen, like, any cock piercing I've seen, not in flesh. I've never seen anyone in flesh. But online, I think the metal's too girthy. You know, I would have a wee thin one.
I would always worry about corrosion of the piercing, not the
Yeah.
penis.
You know what I would do? I would drape my penis if I had jewellery in it and make it look like Xerxes from the 300. I just have piercing connected to I have the
All the way
nipples
up to
done
your
and all.
nose.
Yeah, the whole thing. Oh, but it'd be a bit stinking, wouldn't it? Be like, what is that? Oh, yes, where does that go to? And then if the Queen Elizabeth under here as well, this is the full works, yeah. So yeah, I would personally ditch him. What do you think? And we'll just wrap up and
Oh
we'll
yeah,
head over to
100% ditch.
Patreon.
Run.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Jordan, this has been a fun episode. I mean, it's been chaotic. I'd go as far as to say this has been potentially one of the most haphazard episodes we've had in a long time.
Hey, we've had a silly
We've
time.
had a silly time. It's been fun.
First time we probably had to cut things out of it.
Yeah, the first time we're going to cut things up. You know what we're not cutting out of? Patreon, which is where we're going to go now. We're going to quick poo break. I'm going to readjust my Prince Albert and we're going to come back. I mean, my Prince Albert just looks like Clip Pearson, but don't worry about it. It's been a lot of fun and we will be back on patreon.com/Sly Guy Podcast. See you there.
I'm the Sly Guy.
Hey, I know you've not hit the subscribe button. I'm telling you, I don't want to have to start giving names. All right, Gary? I know you're listening and you're not subscribing. Same for you, Sarah. Lucy. Michael. Typical Mike. It's such a Michael thing not to subscribe, isn't it? To consume and not give back. It's so Michael. Don't be a Michael. Be you. Hit subscribe.